All right, good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to Build Exclusively with Antonio T. Smith Jr. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have you on. Today is Friday as of this recording, April 21st, 2023. So we are, again, learning all things AI, ChatGPT, and all other things so that we can execute. After we learn about it, then we go execute. All right. We learned how to get blessed yesterday. Yes. Okay. We learned that today you just got to talk up because I D knows now. I used to have a problem with it. I have no problem asking. Hey, hey, I need this. Can you help me? Hey,
you surely don't. You
okay.
surely don't.
You got to, hey, just go ahead and ask for what you want. Okay. The only thing they can say is yes or no. So, all right. Well, let's get back to, well, I was just about to say let's get back until he comes on, but he's on. So when he comes to the camera on, I'll introduce him. But I'm pretty sure people have been learning great things and executing great things. So without further ado, let me hand it over to greatness all the way from Galveston, G-Town, Texas, the founder and CEO of Density 6, Antonio T. Smith Jr. LLC, the ATSJR company, and a plethora of other companies. The millionaire and billionaire maker, innovator, and creator. Romy Rome, his locks is getting longer. I don't know what we're gonna do with him, okay? Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. Oh, is your mic hooked up? Jerome. It's all right. It's entertainment. Okay.
I'm all disheveled this morning. I was working on rhino leg configuration, and I forgot all about y'all.
Would you like some cheese with that wine?
Yes, I forgot all about y'all. I was trying to get in this work. Yeah, I gotta release this stuff. Yes, gotta release this stuff. Grand Rising, y'all all right this morning?
That is real good.
Yes, I was in here trying to figure out something I didn't know how to do, but I figured it out. Right when I figured it out, Deanna called me. Like literally when I figured it out. So I couldn't even fix it. Couldn't even fix it. She called me. Hopefully I had y'all a good yesterday. I believe today is Friday, correct? Yes. Some of y'all are happy about that as you have a day off. For those of you who are baby boomers and retired, or young entrepreneurs and crazy, you always have a Friday off because that's what you do. That's why you don't have no job. So congratulations to you as well. Chef Jay, this is time for her to go to work. It's the weekend. She got clients. She don't have no weekends.
I got a weekend this week. I'm off this weekend.
You off this week? Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Everybody must have 420 themselves. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it the next week. Good. Grace, I want to talk about, well, I don't know what to call it, but we're going to call it, without wordsmithing, using AI to learn. Nope. Using AI to compete with the big boys. There you go. There you go. Of course, big boys is an analogy here. Sorry, ladies. I'm just using the common vernacular. I do apologize. We'll big boys and big girls if you want to, Grace. You know, if you want to. The big people, however you want to do it. That's what we're going to do. Someone tell me who's working on something major. I need somebody working on something major. Anybody major? Okay, no major.
I am.
Okay, tell me what you're working on.
I finished the treatment for the game show we were talking about.
That sounds great. Yes, that sounds great. You say you finished the treatment or the?
Yeah, I finished the treatment and everything that's got to go with the pitching and stuff. I finished all of it.
Okay, so I did hear you right. Okay, tell us about the treatment for people who don't understand.
You have a when you have a TV show that you're wanting to do, it's different than the actual script. So you have to send out a treatment. So that's basically what the show was going to be about, the plot, what you want the set design, the bio and the credentials of the people that are going to be a part of it. And it's all a part of this big old package that you have to give to, you're looking for people to invest, or you're looking for people when you're wanting to have a studio, or you're wanting all that kind of stuff. It has to go. The treatment is one part of it, but then you have to come up with the theme of the show, just the crunching, just what you're wanting and what you need. So yeah, that's the treatment's part of it, but it goes all into the pitch. It goes into everything. So yeah.
Well, that's quite impressive. So the next time you tell me you did something like that, I'm gonna need you not to be humble. Okay, you was way too humble when you said that.
I mean, it's really great because I didn't really know about, what I'm saying, about the treatment and stuff, but I've been learning since you guys know I've been a part of this writers lab that I've been doing for, so I've been learning what that treatment is supposed to look like, because I've seen one. So it's really great that I have that kind of experience, but it's good. It's really good. So I came up with the name. I got my logo. I got everything done. I just need to shop it around at, who I want to back it, the network that needs to pick it up and stuff like that. So yeah.
Again, I'm gonna need you not to be so damn humble.
I was trying not to be, but I'm proud of me. I'll just say that I'm proud of Renee, because it was a lot of work, but I got it done, and I sat down and I got it done. I didn't even write anything on Medium yesterday. I literally sat and focused on that. It took me a couple hours, but I got it.
And how many people do you know making TV shows and pitching them to major networks?
I don't know anybody.
I don't either. So don't be humble next time.
But I got an idea over who I want to pick it up. So
okay.
Hey.
Christians, let me come to your corner real quick. Yeah, first off, clap for Renee. She came out her shell. Good job.
Yeah.
Clap for Renee. Clap well.
Damn.
Clap well. Let her hear y'all.
Good job, Renee. That's really
Yeah.
the pitching. She even got the pitching. That's what really impresses me.
Yeah, everything she said. I thought she was talking about a doctor's appointment the first time she said it.
Yeah, that's what you have to have when you do a TV show. Anybody that's looking for one, you gotta have a treatment. Yeah, the plot,
Next
characters,
time,
all that.
let me highlight at you, Christian, just for a moment. I know that your job is to be humble. I know it. You can be humble and loud at the same time. Those are not mutually exclusive. Please do this. Please know that your God advertised saving the world since the Garden of Eden. That's a 13.5 billion year marketing plan. No. Then sit like old dudes with magical powers and staffs and double portions to talk about a man that was coming.
Yes.
For about 10,000 years before he came. God is a great marketer, by the way. A loud one, too. Shook mountains, yes, Grace?
Yes.
Okay. Made the moon slow down just so his people can win a war. Is this not? Is this?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Christians. It's okay. It's quite all right. It's quite all right to be braggadocious, comma, in the Lord. That'll make you feel better.
Amen.
There you go. All right, then. All right. No, I'm telling you this because you get one shot. You get one shot, and the people looking at you are going to be looking at you to see if you can pull off what you're talking about. Now, for some of you, you're producing the show and you don't care if you star in it. Some of you want to actually star in it. You got to take some chances and stuff. That happened to Rocky. Remember Rocky? Rocky, he sold his dog, he sold everything. And he wanted to do the movie. He knew couldn't nobody do it the way he was going to do it. Well, he was right, wasn't he? He was right. I mean, got a whole series out of it. He was completely right. Completely right. So good stuff. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. All right. Let's see. Grace, Deanna, talk about what we just learned. Include treatments. That doesn't include doctor's appointments. And acne's feet, or whatever you call it.
What?
Go ahead.
So I learned don't sit on it. She knew what she wanted to do. She went after it. She did it to completion. And she didn't just have an idea. Renee didn't just say, oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. She was like, no, I'm going to take that challenge. And then she took what she learned. She took what she learned from where she's been studying and applied it instantly. But at the same time, it just so happened that when the TV show came up, she was already studying it and already knew what it looked like. So it also teaches there's no such thing as coincidences. Everything happens for a reason, and the universe aligns you where you are going, even if you don't know. Like you always tell us, you can never connect dots going forward. You can only connect them going backwards. Well, going backwards, I'm sure she didn't see herself producing an entire game show, but because she had the knowledge, the game show came into her energy field and she took the opportunity.
Good for you, boss.
It also teaches you to always be open to opportunity. Because if she wasn't open to it, she wouldn't have done what she's done so far.
That's a fact. Good job. Good job for you. Good job for you. All right. Okay. Come back here, Renee. I wasn't done with you. I was slick side asking for a volunteer so they can be blessed. Now, how can we use AI to help you compete with Making a Millionaire and Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune?
And see, and that was
All right.
part of, and I use ChatGPT actually to help me to do all of that. And the cool part is when you do a treatment, you have to do a competitive analysis. And so you have to be like, okay, what's different from the show than from Jeopardy, Family Feud, and The Price is Right were the three that it gave. And so it was like, it's actually more family friendly and it's actually more fun and educational than those three. So I'm like, I'm going to pitch it. I'm going to use ChatGPT to help me to market it, to help me to come up with a marketing plan.
Oh, you're going to do it now. That's what today's class is about. Yeah, that's what today's class is about. And we're going to help you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, no, keep going. But just to let you know, we ain't doing no future talk.
Yeah.
We're doing
So
it now.
I know what's going to be different about this show than every other show that's out there, and I want to market it as that. I want to market it because there are some things that are about Jeopardy is great. I like Jeopardy, but all the subject matter is not something that I necessarily know about. I may have a few topics that I'm like, okay, I'm okay with, but I want some pop culture. I want so many different things that from different generations to come in to see what people know. But I want it to be fun. I want it to be interactive. I want to take different parts of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire a little bit, and affiliated a little bit with the show. I want people to ask the audience. I want it to be extremely interactive. I want extreme, even if they don't necessarily want to talk, and they can go on their phones and fill and do a poll and be like, yep, this is what 70% of the audience said. I want a lot of interaction, but I want funny, too. And I want people to because Uncle Roman is going to be the host. So I know it's going to be awesome. So, yeah.
Okay, so Jerome is the host.
Yes, he's the host.
All right. So I got like 15 things that I need to ask you, and you need to be by your computer. You sure do. Yeah, buddy. Or you want Grace to do it for you? Which one? Can you get by your computer, or you need to multitask? Which one?
Oh,
I know hubby gonna tell you gotta go get that blessing.
Hold on, I'm running.
Okay, there you go. Now that's how you respond. I'm running. That's how
Jump
you respond.
on it.
That's how you respond. That's how you respond. Joe, you want to be blessed? Lord, I'm running. Wait. I'm running. That's it. That's how you respond. Not, well, I ain't got nobody to bless me. Mm-hmm. See that?
Wow, that's deep right there.
See that?
I ain't got
Lord,
no.
I'm running. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wait, okay. Wait. My stuff froze. Say that one more time. I missed it.
The way you're supposed to respond is when God puts opportunity, Lord, I'm running.
Come on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
ChatGPT. Firstly, before you use ChatGPT, do you know what your show is about? I know you did your temperature. That's not the name of it. What you said.
My treatment.
There you go. I know you did treatment. Do you know what your show is about? Before you answer, wait a minute. If I ask all of y'all, what do? Y'all gonna say, oh. And I'm not just talking about 10-word summary in this case, but can you concisely tell me what your show is about? Let me help all of y'all. When we have a good idea, we know exactly what it's about. And then we write down exactly what it's about. And it is perfect, Grace. It is 100% perfect until Phil asks us what's it about.
All the time.
And then it's no longer perfect.
Right.
Yeah. So have you told somebody out loud, and then, because we don't know, it's gonna sound great to us, but then when you, how many, what I'm talking about, when you say it, you be like,
you good.
Yeah.
You good. Yeah. When people ask me, yeah.
You're right, Grace. Because Jerome, when we start saying it, we go, wait, oh, I left something out of that because that ain't. Grace don't know you left something out of it, but that didn't sound as good as it is in my head.
That's it right there.
So I need you to do that part real quick, because I'm about to have you put some prompts in the ChatGPT, and we don't want ChatGPT to make confusion better. We want ChatGPT to make legendary better.
Okay.
Amen.
That's just me being out here in these streets, just saving lives again. Don't worry about it. All right. Do you know what your show is about? Here's the deal. Just you're always, humble and in a good way, and of service. So just go through the uncomfortable part, because you're gonna get blessed. The whole call, or at least this whole first part of the call, will be about you. I was looking for a volunteer. That's why I was asking, who's working on a major project? Grace, I always tell you, she says, "Oh, me."
Come on, man.
Come
on. Because I was just because if Renee had jumped in, I was gonna be like, we are working on these math apps. You more than me, but we are working.
That's a fact. Then Grace would have got blessed again. All right. Tell us what your show is about, and then we're going to see if you can improve it, but we're not going to help you improve it. You're going to help you improve it, because if you don't like that it didn't capture everything that's in your fire, like you have this fire shut up in your bones, and when you tell us about it, you're going to know if it caught that fire.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So the name of the show is called Generation Gap. And so it's going to be a show where different generations can compete against each other. There's going to be 2 teams made up of different age groups. Some groups you're going to have are going to be just straight millennials. Some are going to be maybe Generation Z, but they're going to have, of course, they're going to have their own different color that's assigned to their particular team. And the goal of the game is to answer as many questions as possible within this time limit.
All
It's
right,
going to
so
be a half an hour show.
and do you feel good about everything you just said?
I feel good about it because that is the gist of what the show is about. There will be a little tricks and things around the way.
Okay,
But
do you
yeah,
feel great about what you said?
I feel good, not great.
All right, let's get you to great, and then let's get you to, oh my God, I can't sleep. This is so amazing. Let's get you there. Now I'm assuming that's
Oh,
handwritten.
I'm here
I'm
for this
assuming-
game. Go ahead.
Okay, you're here for this game. I'm assuming that's handwritten.
Actually, I do have it in my notes, but I
have it in
put
your
in
notes? Yeah.
ChatGPT also.
Right. Do you want Grace to put it in ChatGPT for you? If so, you need to send it to her, or do you want you to do it? I don't know what device you're holding. It kind of looks small, so I'm not sure if you. It depends on you.
Let me. If Grace can, that's fine, and I'll give her what can go in there.
Okay, Big Daddy say Grace might be better, so go ahead and send it to Grace. If you got lined up, just send it instantly. Discord, send it instantly. You know, we gonna work it out. And look,
Please
some of y'all are
send it to me in
going
Messenger.
send it to a messenger. That works just fine. And look, some of y'all gonna go. And do you? Okay, I need permission real quick. Are you giving Antonio permission to do Antonio, or is this your baby?
I'm giving you permission.
Okay, there you go. Okay, you see, put a pin in that. I'm coming back to that, Grace. I'm coming back to that. I'm coming back to that.
Does it matter whether I use 3.5 or 4 for ChatGPT?
I would absolutely use 4 for this.
Okay.
I would absolutely. So if you want, you can send it here. And will you be using 4 all day? Because I will be. All right, then. So you're good, man.
Now, tell me about what's the difference. They give you so many prompts.
You get 25 responses or prompts or whatever you want to call it in 3 hours.
On 3 hours. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't use it as much as you do. Yeah, I'm okay.
I have to. I'm configuring a server to take over the world. I need 4 right now.
Come on, brain.
I will be using 4 today. There's no doubt about it.
Why am I getting Doofenshmirtz vibes from what you just said?
Yeah, I'm 4. Go ahead, Phil.
Are you aware that there is a game show called The Generation Gap?
That's okay. I was gonna handle that anyway. So see that? Did y'all see what Phil did? Mm-hmm. That's the same thing I did when I called Arlenbrook Vibing. I didn't check.
Yeah, it was started on July 7th, 2022, hosted by Kelly Ripa.
Oh, well then you kind of you know, she's kind of famous.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. She's been around a little bit. Yeah. You know, you may know her. She little lady, but she's got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, probably, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Bishop.
Yes.
I'm
executive
feeling
producer. Oh.
Go ahead, Mr. Phil. Sorry.
Yeah, who's
executive producers? Mark Purnett, Jimmy Kimmel, Barry Posnick, Kelly Ripa, Mark Kunzler, that's her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Running time 42 minutes, MGM. If you Wikipedia, it's right there in Wikipedia.
Right.
It's a cute show. I've seen it. It's like a grandparent and a child, or a mother and a child, and they ask the child a question for the older person, and then they ask the older person a young person's question. It's cute. It's actually really cute.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
So what about sources saying? What about just call it mixture?
Well, we could. I've got no problem with that, because it ain't my dog in the fight. Y'all got to like it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to like it. However, wait, this is great. Renee, today was your day. This is great because
And
now we got all sorts of stuff to iron out and teach and work it out. Did somebody call me? Did I hear a name?
yeah, it was Susan.
Oh, yes.
There needs to be an element of surprise in the title. It's got to pique someone's interest to look further.
This is why we're going to use ChatGPT 4. We need this reasoning. Now, what I do with ChatGPT 4 is I put a lot. So, Grace, you really gonna have to follow me on the prompts more than what you normally do, because I take advantage of the reasoning. Because you could put 16 things and it would catch all of it, but I take advantage of the prompts because you get 25 of them. I take advantage. But we've got some stuff to teach now because everybody out here right now is in this position. I know that Chef Jay is, I know Shelly is. And what's this position? The position is I have to stand out. Say what you will, say whatever you want, but your position is ain't enough people looking at me. And somebody got here before me. Grace, go ahead and put that first section down. Not
First
enough
up of many sales, attention.
for real. Attention. Grace, somebody got here before me and ain't nobody paying attention to me. Now, so Renee, don't feel all alone because I know how it is. Her armpits are sweating now.
No, they're not sweating. I just was like,
I'm being
"Ooh."
dramatic. I'm being dramatic. This is TV.
Oh, okay, my bad. Excuse me.
Her armpits are sweating. She feel like the Lord done let her down. Now, in fairness, though, it does feel like that a little bit, though, right? You know what I'm saying? When you know you got something good, and then you be like, somebody did it, and don't it feel like this always happens to me? It's just some real people out here that's going.
It just makes me feel like shit.
Well, I mean, that's the raw version. That's the raw adult version for sure. No, it's fine by me. That's fine by me. Okay. Everybody's here though. Adonia is getting ready to do some great things, and somebody's already done it. Jerome's getting ready to do some great things, but somebody's already done it. There's nothing new under the sun. Bob have been telling you that. Old folk been telling you that. You can't write a new book. You can't write a new story. This is why you did that temperature treatment. This is why you did that treatment that told you what's your competitive advantage. Wasn't looking for new ideas. They were looking for competitive advantages. I guarantee you that somebody watching TikTok saw that the most explosive videos on TikToks are kids and their grandparents. There's no doubt about it. Somebody like me paid attention to that and made it a TV show. When I heard Adonia say it, that's exactly what I was paying attention to. See, I always tell y'all, you got to draw inspiration from everywhere. And I guarantee you, and everybody here knows the most explosive videos on TikTok are the most viral videos are the grandparents dancing with the kid, especially when they're like in a wheelchair and they're pushing them around or something, or it's like when it's like a totally unexpected thing. It's like the blackest, like, and I don't mean color, I mean like cultural. The blackest grandmother you can see, like with the robe and the rollers in the head, is dancing to Taylor Swift. That catches attention. It's immediate attention. Or you got the whitest grandmother, look like she just baked 2 pies, dancing to trap music. This catches attention because these things don't go together. They catch attention. I'm setting you up for some stuff, and don't worry about it. We'll come back to it. I'm putting it in my memory files. So we want to, you spend a lot of time on TikTok, don't you, Renee?
I do.
Would you not say that TikTok is the #1 television station of all time?
Yeah, I would say that.
And TikTok being a television station, or we'll call it a television studio, has a lot of television stations on it, doesn't it? And right now, one of the television stations, I sure hope y'all taking notes. Grace, This is what you're seeing is me dissecting this problem. Because Phil is right. We have an attention problem, but we're not going to make up attention from scratch. That's stupid. Where are we going to go? We're going to go to 3 places and 3 places only: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Does anybody here see old people and young people? Because this is your show, right? Generation Gap. Old people and young people on YouTube a lot? I don't. Anybody else?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're going to dismiss YouTube. Now we got 2 left. We got 2 left. You see, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying we're not clamoring to go over there for that's okay. You see what I'm trying to do here? We know it ain't on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
If you do that on LinkedIn, they're going to say, this is LinkedIn. Don't do that over here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Right.
LinkedIn is more serious in business.
Don't do that over here. Don't do that over here. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. You stop it. You stop it right now.
LinkedIn is your traditional church. Keep going.
It really is. It's a very traditional church. That's what LinkedIn is. That's a great example, Grace. What a great analogy there. Great analogy. Renee, so now we got Instagram left, and it does happen on Instagram. But here's the crazy part. We know it happens on Instagram, but guess where it happens mostly? People on TikTok who shared it to Instagram. All right, then. So now we back to TikTok. Now, Renee, I need you. You have to own this question, or you got to change your show. Do you like the videos when the older generation and the younger generation are getting together? Yeah. Or do you like it when how young is young? Which videos? I know. Which videos? What age?
I would say when they're
lieth not now.
I would say when they're at least walking and talking age. I would say at least grade school. I've seen some videos like that. Yeah.
Is that the ones you like? Stop before you answer. I could pull up a YouTube video, but I just speed it up right now. Warren Buffett consistently gets on stage and tells y'all, do not do something for money. Do something because you love it, and the money will come. That's a fact. Now, I'm not telling you because the truth is, once you find out what you love, then you need to go money focus immediately. But what I'm trying to do for you right now, because I'm just trying to decide 2 things right now, Renee. Is your show going to be like Generation Gap, what Phil just said, and and Adonia just gave me a good description, so now I know what it is. Because if it's going to be like that, that's fine. But now we got to put our energy in doing it different. Or if it's not going to be like that, then I can put my energy in just making it better. I don't know yet until you tell me what you actually like.
I like it when it's young kids all the way up to like high school kids. I like the little kids, but then I like the teenagers too. I think it would be funny.
My favorite is the teenagers. My favorite is the teenagers. Yeah, my favorite is the teenagers.
Teenagers kind of think that they know, but they don't.
Well, I don't like kids, so
you know.
But
I think that would be really, really funny. Yeah. But I think some of the little kids may have their own little notions, but I think teenagers, I've always preferred teenagers anyway.
Yeah, if you read my book, United Citizens Lair, you can see my love and hate relationship with kids. I mean, you really can. It's obvious in there. You really can. I'm like, oh my God, you're just a stupid little ankle biter. Like it's a lot going on in there. It really is. It's very, very clear.
Kill somebody up top. Just kill somebody.
Oh yeah. I'm killing kids, all sorts of stuff. So you can see it. All right then. Now, which one is your favorite though?
Teenagers.
All right. Grace, pull up the Generation Gap show. I just need to look at some of the audience. Adonia told us some stuff. It's on YouTube, obviously. Adonia told us some stuff. We need to look at the audience. We need to look at it. Is it attracting you're smarter than the fifth? Are you smarter than the 5th grader crowd? What a great show that was, by the way.
Yeah, that was.
What a great show. Are you smart? Because every adult was like, damn, I am not smarter than a 5th grader. This is rough. What the hell are they teaching these kids? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It really was too.
And it was fun to get outsmarted by a 10-year-old. All right.
Mhm.
Just okay. So we got teenagers in there. Xavier, Leah, good, perfect. Good stuff, good set. There's some teenagers. Good. All right, then you can stop it right there. So now we know your show is going to be in the same arena. There's nothing wrong with that. No. Pick your head up. Pick it. It's you froze. Pick your head up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just built a whole social media like Facebook. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. Except for I got burning messages, completely not selling. Just I'm doing a lot of things different. There's nothing wrong with that. You wouldn't born first. She older than you, and she know more connected people than you. Let me pause and let me just tell everybody this here. Stop being 30 years old, looking at Susan, going, I need my stuff together. What you think she was like when she was 30?
We do that. We do that.
Man, stop looking at people highlights. And you 30 years old, getting pissed off. You just stop it. You stop it right now. Man, you stop it. Well, nobody know what they're doing until they're 40 anyway. Nobody know what they're doing. And we still don't know what we're doing at 40. There's folk on here 54 years old right now, just figuring it out. Just figuring it out.
And I'm just figuring it out myself.
Ain't nobody got it figured out when you figure it out.
54 are older still.
Yeah. For real. Let me tell you. No. Hey, once you get it figured out, you realize you ain't got it figured out. The universe be like, oh, really? Huh? You think you got to figure out how I feel? Watch this. No, nobody got nothing figured out. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody. Like Phil say all the time, I'm making this up as I go. So are you. That's what he says as a t-shirt. They got a quote right for once. Look at me. I got a quote right. I heard a little bell go ding, ding, ding in my head. Nobody knows what they're doing. All right, so your show is the same. So we can get rid of that energy. Okay. This is what you do now. Grace, pull up, generation gap, TV show description.
Yeah.
This is what you do. So, see, we no longer have to spend energy there. That's irrelevant. Your show is the same.
If you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. If the show is the same, well, they didn't wrote our description. Yeah, if the show is the same, then you have millions of dollars of research and smart people that done built your show already. Say somebody's not. Yeah, not.
Okay.
I hear you loud and clear.
You're either going to believe that all things work together for good for them who love God and are called according to his purpose, or you're going to believe I'm too slow, I'm behind, they did it first. You get to choose. Your perception gets to choose. Your perception gets to choose. There we go. Okay, bam. Let me see. Award winning. Don't care about that. Well, don't care. I want. This is good. We do care, but we don't care for her. Give me something else, great. Don't give me an official website. Give me somebody who reviewed it. I need somebody who reviewed it. Yeah. I need somebody. Whether it be Wikipedia or somebody wrote a blog about it, I can assure you. We need somebody who was trying to get some clicks on their website that say, yep, they watched 10 episodes, but this show is about this and this and this and this. And one thing I like about it, we need that audience. So while she's doing that, guess what we're going to do? You, Renee, remember what's the name of today's class? Using AI to compete with the big boys. And I started with a volunteer. So what we're going to do, if you can deal with the public pain, you're going to walk out of this with the treasure.
Okay.
All
right.
So what you're going to do is now you're going to take your current description. Now, this is very important. You got to stay true to yourself. What you're going to see written down is going to be very good. That don't mean it's what you want to do. It'll have an element or two. You stay true to what you want to do. And you need to use their words and replace them with your words. But until you get a solid description of what you want to do, we ain't putting nothing in ChatGPT. Remember, that's the first question I asked Jerome. Can you tell me exactly what you want to do? And I went for an example because we know exactly what we want to do today. And it sounds great. Until Trinae say, so what you want to do? And you start talking. Everybody's a genius in their head until they start talking. Every idea is great until we start talking it out loud. This is why mastermind groups are important, which is why Napoleon Hill says getting them twice a week. In y'all case, I get to do them 5 times a week with this particular organization. So all of you should be, what is that, Grace? If 2, so that's 120% more, doing more than the average person. Actually, the average person is not even doing the 2 groups. So he's supposed to be doing 120% more than the fast moving person, because you meet 5 times a week.
8 times a week. We got Monday and Tuesday.
And we got Monday and Tuesday. Boom. So now we at 180%. We at 180% faster than everybody else. It's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right. No, I'm wrong. 2, 4, 6. That's 300% faster than everybody else. I did the math wrong. All right, Grace, you can find it? Uh-oh, she froze. All right, Deanna, you got to pick up. She's somewhere. What's your boyfriend? What'd you say?
I said looking for it now.
Okay, my ears, they don't work well today, apparently. All right, Renee, so while she's doing that, you know what you want. Let me tell you what your next steps are going to be. You're going to, well, this is what we're going to do. Let's see. Somebody, Trinae, put these in the chat for me while I'm talking to Grace gets Trinae, I guess I did. To Grace gets unfrozen. Put these in the chat for me. Here's your steps. You're going to get a solid description. Number 2, we don't care about that description. Number 3, we're going to ask ChatGPT, can you give me 10 outside the box, never before seen ideas to make this show better? You see why we need that description? Outside the box, never before seen ideas to make this show better. Yeah, number 3 is
run that back.
Outside the box. Can you give me 10 outside the box, never before seen ideas to make this show better?
And I think I got a description.
All right, so that's what we're going to do for number 3. And then number 4, we're going to ask, can you give me 10 more? Twice. We want 30 of them. And what you're going to be able to do, Renee, is you're going to be able to pick from 30 ideas that Kelly Ripa don't have.
Number 4 is what?
Ask 2 more times for 10 ideas. Now, and that's it, Trinae. Now, everybody, can you see my logic here? Okay. All right.
Yes.
You people hiding behind camera. I know Monica is working and doing work because she's actually at work. And I know Adonia's driving to work. But for you wallflowers hiding behind camera, can you see my logic? Because if you don't think you need it,
Yes.
you're being arrogant.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Our Vanna White here has called in to get these jewels. Okay. Can you see it, Renee? By the time we're done, you won't have a show like theirs. Hence, Jerome, using AI to compete with the big boys.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
We're going to watch this happen in motion. Go ahead, Deanna.
All right, here is one description found.
Comedy game show with children working with older adults, usually their grandparents, to answer questions about pop culture, past and present. All right, I already see something different you could do. I'm just not going to say nothing. The youngest member of the winning team's family gets to pick the potential grand prize, either a new car or a toy, aimed for smaller children. You can stop right there. Great. If you can give her that general description, plus open up Wikipedia and then share it again, that would be most excellent. Put it in Zoom chat. Can you copy and paste from the Zoom chat? You don't have to. We can write. We can
It
write.
won't let me. I don't know what happened when Zoom
Oh, yeah,
changed stuff.
probably when they update, we probably got to go in the back office and reset it to where you can't copy and paste.
Yeah, because
Antonio,
I used to be able to.
just for concept, it's really cool. Let me tell you what that means with the little kid. The little kid is not the kid that's with the grandparent. It's a nephew or a sibling younger than the child that's with the grandparent. And the goal is to entice the little kid to go after the little kid prize when the big prize is a car. And they want to see if that little kid is going to, get enticed, with 90% of the time they do get enticed by that toy and it's a really cute toy instead of like, or a little motor scooter thing for them instead of a big old car for the family. It is so funny because I saw one child one time actually pick the car. So I'm thinking they probably in their car getting there, they said, look, there's gonna be a car and mommy and daddy need a car. It is the cutest thing because the kids almost immediately go to the child's toy. They don't sit there and think about it. It's really funny. It's actually kind of cute.
All right. Yeah, see that? You hear excitement, and that was actually funny. Just hearing that makes me now want to watch the show, because I know doggone well them kids. That one kid got guilted, just like, don't you when we get in here? Don't you embarrass us? For sure. Good. Share Wikipedia now, Deanna. We're going to try to get at least one more paragraph, or two, or three. We need to feed it. You, Renee, are doing one paragraph for you. We're going to try to feed ChatGPT a few more paragraphs. Okay, scroll down. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. 10 episodes, not bad. Don't care about that. Keep going. Bam. Okay, we good to go. We got all the information we're going to get. All right, appreciate you. All right, so we're going to roll with this. Can you, Deanna, can you copy and paste it out of chat and put it to her and message her, however y'all communicate? Yes, so she can do it. Now, Renee, it is up to you, ma'am. You have the power. You have to fit your description here. We can't do it for you. Okay, we have to do it. Well, we can, but you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want it. You're not going to feel like it's yours. It's the worst possible thing that can happen. Don't worry about the name. You're just going to call it, I got a show about generations. Don't worry about the name. The name is irrelevant. We're going to get names. That's Trenae's, Jimmy Faye, put number 5. We're going to get a list of 30 names to name this show. Actually, that's going to be too much. We're going to get a list of 15 names to name this show. 30. She's going to be, oh my God, there's so many I love. I don't want to hear that. I'm putting you in the car. I'm going to get breakfast. Oh, okay. Well, must be nice. Must be nice. All right. Grace, how's your internet south of the border going?
It's okay. I guess the website that I tried to look up the description on, my computer's like, we're not having it. Nope.
Didn't like that. That's all right. Trenae's took good care of you. She
so
became
much,
Grenace.
Oh,
thank you, Trenae.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. Real quick, Antonio, can you make Grace host? And when you mentioned south of the border, for those of you who know Femi had her baby. Tabby, thank you.
Babby.
I was just wondering about
I mean,
her.
she
the
was
other day.
pregnant for 12 months.
Hey,
Golly.
let Antonio tell you.
Let somebody about that the other day. How she was doing. Dion, I thought might have been you. I asked somebody that question. What happened to her? Do we know what she had? How cool. What did she have? Does anybody know?
Didn't tell me. I asked her, but she didn't tell me. But it was also kind of late, new mommy hours. So I'll check on her today and see how
Tell her we missing Pathbender. Tell her come on back. So I can see she ain't pregnant, because I don't believe it.
Funny. I will let her know.
She was 7 months pregnant when I met her.
Lord.
All right.
Okay. Were there 5 things? Because I see in the chat, my chat just went away. It's a number 5 list of 15 names to this game show.
I'll repost them for you. I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sinuses, drowning. Renee, Did you get your thingy and you do your thingy? Because if you're doing it silently, that ain't entertaining.
Oh
Gotta
no,
do that
I
loud.
just got it. I just got it.
I ain't come
And
struggling on
yes.
camera.
Oh, no, I'm here. I had to, Deanna sent it to me in my email as well as on my
Okay.
chat. So I was like, okay.
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out with the first part because I know it's gonna kill you. I have a show that has an older generation compete with a younger generation, and it's a comedy game show. Bam. Now you can get past your name.
Can you repeat that?
I have a show
I got a good chunk of it. I have a show that has an older generation and a younger generation
that compete together. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Compete together.
that competes together. Okay.
And it's a comedy game show. That's about what I said.
And it's a comedy game. So.
Now, what I want you to do is I want you to put in your description, at least one line from your description right now. Say it out loud.
Okay. The description, the line.
Write this down, Grace. Write down everything she's been saying.
I just said that each episode will hold on. Let me kind of go back into it. So I'm okay. Each generation. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's not telling me what I need to have. They will answer different questions based on each generation will cover a different decade. And
what you mean cover a different decade? You're talking about trivia? So is your show a trivia show? Yeah, decade trivia?
Yeah, it'll be trivia will be in it. They'll have trivia, but then as well as pop culture.
Well, it's still trivia. It'd just be trivia with categories, but you want to go heavy in pop culture.
Yes.
I already got like 15 ideas for your show. That's what I do. Like literally, it says this. That's what I do. I fix problems or something. That's what I do. I fix problems. That's what I do. It's easy for me. I just haven't given you my ideas because they're irrelevant.
Yeah.
All right. But I need you to own your description. So give me one solid sentence. Go. And I'm going to tell you what's happening while this is happening. Y'all do the same thing. You do the same thing. You have the same problem. I need you to make a decision and I need you to own it. It doesn't matter if this decision makes you look stupid. Doesn't matter if it's the right one. Doesn't matter if it's a good one or an average one. You need to own it because until you own it, it can't get better.
One thing about this show is that I want it to be a family-friendly show. I want people to be interactive. I just want it to be different. That's what
I'm working. That's just you follow me. It's gonna get different. But right now, let's add into that. I want audience participation.
Yeah, that's
in my show. There's audience participation.
Okay, audience participation. Okay.
And in this case, if you want it family friendly, you can say, and the audience helps out the contestants.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You can come up with clever ways for that. But you ain't got to come up with clever ways for that. ChatGPT can. You worry about that right now. Now you stop. Take a sentence from this one now. Let's see. You're modeling. Because this one has pop culture. Generation to answer pop culture questions, past and present. All right, then. So your stuff, you need to have past and present. To put past and present.
Okay, past and present.
Well, you need to put it in a complete sentence. Then the contestant's
I
going to
know,
answer
but I was having
questions in the
fun.
past and present.
Okay, they'll have questions from the past. Why can't I spell right now? They will have questions and themes.
Yep.
But
And you're not
not
hiding behind her. But I can assure you, you have not done this with your company, your product. You just have not.
Okay.
If you did, you'd be further along.
Okay. All right. They'll have questions and themes, past and present.
Watch how it. You know how Donya after it looks like a mess. Go, boom! I can't believe that happened. That's what's about to happen. That's what's about to happen.
Yeah, and I think it is going to happen because you're asking your good questions. Because here's one, just another thought. I'm not trying to copy this show. I'm trying to get even helping me think bigger. It's not just questions. They show pictures. They'll say, "Who is this? Who sings this song? You know, what type of car? What's the name of this car? When was this car built?" It's not just questions. It is visual things too. You know, funny things and stuff like that. So you know, when you want to think big, whatever that is, I don't even know what that is, but
yeah,
not just questions.
Yeah. And I did think to people, because I'm a visual learner, and I like when Jeopardy, when they have the different clues and you can see it. And then I know that some people that have like ASMR, that if they are able to follow it, that's why I didn't want the lighting to be so bright.
Okay.
I wanted it to.
So stop right there. So I want you to put that in right now. This is not the concept stage. This is, I almost got the concept stage. So if you almost got, no, you're doing right. Listen. If you almost got the concept, I need you to tell ChatGPT I almost got the concept. So this is what you're going to say. I want to merge things from Jeopardy, ASMR, trending things from ASMR. See, this is your problem. Your problem is you want to be right. If you almost got it, tell ChatGPT I almost got it. Okay. Because now you're prompted. Remember, you're building the artificial intelligence to create a task for you. To put, I'm going to merge things from Jeopardy. I want things from ASMR. No whammies. Probably too old, but you get the point. Okay. All right. Good.
I think she know about pressure luck. I think she know.
Yeah. Pressure luck.
Yeah,
and
I
then
heard
win, lose, or draw.
That.
Yeah, I remember win, lose, or draw. We used to sit down and watch them.
Oh man.
That
Okay.
was the show there. And they play charades and they draw on the thing and win, lose, or draw. That's when Balky was on TV.
Oh, nice.
Perfect Strangers, you know.
Yeah, I love that show.
That's when it really was TGI Friday, don't you?
Yeah, and they had Family Matters back then too.
All of them. It was a whole. Yeah. It was a whole. You know, little dinosaurs came on at some point.
What's the show with Michael Strahan that does?
It was called Dinosaur.
Not Password. What's that show? You spin the wheel. Password. Is it called Password? No, the one that Michael Strahan does. And they're sitting at the two teams and they got the screens in front of them and they have to have the person say the word like a charades.
Look it up. Yeah, look it up. Michael Strahan.
I can't remember, but that's a good concept too.
$100,000 pyramid.
Oh, 100,000.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that used to be a good show too. Is that the name of the one that Mike Strahan do? $100,000 pyramid.
That's it.
So you put it on the merge things for $100,000 pyramid.
What was the name of the show with the dinosaurs? Not the mama. I cannot.
It was called Dinosaur.
Okay.
And 100. Oh, wait. What's 100 million pyramid? Is that what it's called?
$100,000 pyramid.
Okay.
You might put it. Who wants to be a millionaire? Now, I got a bunch of ideas, but I'm not giving them to you yet.
Okay, check your private chat. Don't read it out loud. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ezel.
Ezel.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I want to though. I want to. I really
Friday,
did.
all the Fridays came on yesterday in honor of 420.
Okay.
Nice.
One we haven't mentioned, the Newlywed Game.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one, though. The old host used to kiss the people in the mouth. Hey, you married your husband.
That was Family Feud.
Oh, that was Family Feud. So right. That Newlywed show was great, though.
That was Dawson. I don't even know why that came to me just that quick, but that was his last name was Dawson. He had passed away and somebody else took over. But yeah, he sure did kiss
He
people.
sure did.
Was he the host of Family Feud at one point?
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was Family Feud with Richard Dawson.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too funny. That's too funny for sure. But that Newlywed show was great because sometimes those questions that people ask the wrong, baby, you can't say that. That was a good show. That was a good show for sure. All right. We about done with your description, huh?
Yes, I got it in on ChatGPT.
Put something else in there. Put something else in there that's sexy and great.
Okay, I want the okay. Let me see. Okay, I want the show to have slang terms from different periods, I guess. Or I don't know. That could be.
Of course it is. No. Of course, this is wouldn't mean you could put trivia questions. I mean, you're just gonna say trivia questions from each decade, from the Roaring 20s to present day. You just do that. Roaring 20s to present day. Because for the description, for what we're about to do, we don't need all those details. What we need, because once you start doing your 10 episodes that they're going to air you on or something, if you pitch one, you can get those from there. All right. Do you have this in a complete paragraph?
Yes, I do.
Outstanding. You need to send it to me. How do you send messages to me?
I usually text it to you. So let me select.
All right. So text it to me. Send it to all three of us. Send it to Deanna, send it to me, and then send it to Grace. All the ways you message. Send it to me first. Make me first. Because Grace ain't here and Deanna don't have ChatGPT 4.
Okay.
You need me.
You know what? I'm on my let me email it to you right quick.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
I know. Don't get mad. Because I'm working on something else.
Mm-hmm. It's so old.
I know. It's an admirable trait.
It is. Nobody no young lady though. No. Email. It's an admirable trait in treating your husband right. But communicating through email all the time. Crazy. Should have been more instant. Remember how it's crazy, right? How email was the fastest way to talk. And I was like, oh my God, that's so slow. Even though it's like 5 seconds, if that. This is how much technology has changed. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. You know why email seems slow? Because of the friction. The friction of, oh, Phil, it went to my spam. That one thing there, that one thing there, it gave room for instant messaging. Technology is crazy. Did you email it, woman?
I did.
Oh, there it is. Quickly. That didn't even take 5 seconds.
I've done everything you have asked.
Well, then I guess it's time to bless it, D. All right, Dad, I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. Put notes, and then you can send it to Grace and stuff. All right.
Awesome.
Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna be a good boy. And I am going to, guess I'll start a new chat. You're using my money, woman.
Sorry. Well, not really. You asked if we were working on something. That's all right.
Yes.
So you're welcome.
Yes, right. You jumped in there. But no, Antonio, I'm not using your money. You're paying for good content. That's what you're saying.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're paying for good content. Uh-oh. There we go.
You're
All
very
right.
bold, woman.
What? What did he say?
She said, you're bold. You're his
You're
Beyonce.
very bold.
Bold.
I'm getting a lot of things from Prophet Jay.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see. I have a show today that's blah, 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 blah. Got it. Your task is to help me create my comedy game show so I can pitch it to major TV networks. Major TV networks. However, there is a show similar to my show that I have just become aware of. Send me that link and line up down the link to the game show. I just become aware of called Generation Gap. The link is here. Okay, she's in the process of sending a link.
Link for the actual.
Yes, please.
Link? Okay.
Yes. ChatGPT can scrub public links. I need Carlos to do that. As I'm about to give instructions, we need to stay away from this. The link is here. Okay, let me know when you send it. I want to keep the magic of the idea, but it is important to me that we are as original as possible. When people see my show, they need to see a new perspective on an old twist.
Link is in chat.
Thank you much. Bam. Link is here. New perspective on old twist. I want to accomplish building our show in several steps. First, I will need a solid comedy game show description. Keyboard's too close to me. There we go. Description. I will need a solid game show description to work with, and it needs to be pleasing to the audience's eye. And secondly, I need you to write a pitch from this description to major networks. My name, the creator, the comedy game show creators name is Renee. That's how you spell Renee.
EA.
Take the second E off, put an A.
Oh, he got it. Uh-huh.
No, I didn't have it right the first time.
Oh, okay.
All right, Renee Linsom. For this first step, for this first prompt, please give me a solid show description and a pitch, including the description that is worthy of major gaming and television networks. And I'm sure somebody out here wants this prompt.
Yep.
So that was you.
Of course.
Okay, got you. I want the trivia. Okay, so there you go.
Wait, hold on now.
Oh, this is everything me.
Oh,
That's
cool.
you. You already got yours.
Okay.
Put it in the thingy. Then I'm putting it in lineup so you can send it to her. I don't think anybody can. Wait, if y'all haven't been able to copy and paste, how you copy and paste my notes?
I've been
Just
copying and
straight
pasting.
through Facebook.
Okay.
I sent it to a messenger.
After this call, Deanna, let's turn on that setting where people can copy and paste. All right, then. Bam. ChatGPT 4, do your thing. Now, I don't need time warp tandem. I don't need ChatGPT 4 for everything. I need it for this hard part. This hard part. See, time warp tandem is already putting you in a different category. You don't have to use his name, but it puts you in a different show now. And it's based off your own thing. Time Warp Tandem is an exhilarating comedy game show where two generations team up to navigate through the sands of time, celebrating and competing in pop culture trivia from the roaring 20s to present day. The unique game show experiences together class elements from Jeopardy, Newlywed, blah, 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 right? All the stuff you said, ASMR. Each episode, contestants hailing from different generations work together to overcome theme in Spanish and blah, 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 all this stuff. Okay, good. The show's engaging format invites audience members to play along and contribute to the contestants' success. The Time Warp Tandem shines a light on universal human experience and brings laughter, nostalgia, and connection across generations. Here's the pitch to the network. Same thing as getting ready to say. I'm excited to introduce you to Time Warp Tandem. This is pretty good, Renee. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Grace, do me a favor. I want you
This is crazy.
Hey, ain't nobody playing. Y'all out here. I said today's class is using artificial intelligence to compete with the big boys and the big girls. That's what I said. I know what I said when I said it. When I was looking for a volunteer. And now thou art blessed. But I ain't even done yet, because you know what your show just reminded me of? There's another show that I love, and it is hard to get me to love a show. First off, I don't watch TV. So, well, it's not that I don't want to watch TV. I would love to watch TV. I would love to watch TV, eat fast food, and sit in my drawers all day. That would be fantastic. It'd be fantastic to do these things. It would.
You know, you got Jay in the other room cracking up, but that does sound like a winner to me.
Thanks for the visual.
Well, you let Adonia get up every day and get fully formal dressed and go to work. I want to sit down and eat fast food and have crumbs everywhere. One of the biggest part of my day is wiping crumbs off the bed, then going, man, I should have did that the right way. Now I got to sweep them up. I'll do it tomorrow. That's what I want to do. Anyway, yeah.
I hope you realize that. Yeah, I hear Jay over in the other room cracking up.
Y'all are hardworking people.
All I am is I'm hearing Jay go, and I'm like, Lord.
Y'all are hardworking people. I want to do that all day. And there's a
I
show.
literally imagined this. I literally imagined this. And while I'm stuck in the bed because of the wheelchair, It's not working. I got crumbs on my side of the
See
bed.
what I'm saying?
Chocolate chip, the chocolate chip cookies, crumbs, and the chocolate chip on my bed. Got crumbs in my navel.
See what I'm saying? See, that's the Lord's work. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you stupid.
The name of the show is called I Love the 80s or I Love the 70s. I Love the 80s, VH1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
used to love
Fantastic.
watching that.
Fantastic. Fantastic. You had the comedians come on and you can have little segments like that and stuff like that. Anyway, this is rock solid. Do you like this?
In the words of Jim Carrey, I like it a lot.
Okay, there you go. So this is rock solid. Got a show, got a new spin on it. Now, of course, she does not have to accept time warp tandem. In my case, I would absolutely accept that. And if I didn't like the name or how many syllables it was, I would just get variations of time warp tandem. That's
What's
what it is.
crazy, Antonio, is I put it in and then it called it generation mix up. I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know how that happened. I put it in. So I was like, wow. But
well, that's why we went to ChatGPT 4 for this one.
Yeah.
That's why I went to 4 for this one. The reason, because it took what you said. It took what you said. Now, had it said instead of saying $100,000 pyramid, had you took description for that, it would have put that in there instead. You know what I'm saying? But it just assumes people know what you're talking about. That's perfect. I need to somehow give this to you, Grace. Let's see if all this fits. Yes, it does. Oh, I sent it to Deanna. All right, so I sent it to you too, Grace. If you can get that to her, but we ain't done yet because that's too easy, don't you? We didn't come here to be that easy. Come on now, come on now. Come on, Grace. You know me better than that. You know me better than that. All right. But can y'all see in my prompt how I said, don't do too much. I need your computer power on on description and pitch. Is everybody following me? No.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, Grace.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. You said that to chat? You actually told your Carlos that? Like, don't do too much? That was your
well, in
instruction?
so many words, I said don't do too much. I said,
wow.
first, I want you to do these. I'm splitting up in several steps. But the first two is give me a description, give me a pitch. Because I understood that it was going to do those two things well, Phil. I didn't want, I don't know if y'all know what a survey, like if I say something like World History 1 survey, that means I'm surveying. That means I'm only doing the highlights and I'm going shallow. And every now and then I'll go deep on a particular subject like Hitler. You're just learning the highlights, what happened from this. Well, Hitler wouldn't be in World War I, but I mean World History 1, but it would be Genghis Khan and the Greek golden period, Hebrew golden period, etc. You have all that there. Antiquity, blah, blah, blah. Antiquity would go 1 and 2, but you get the point. Survey is I'm just touching the surface. I didn't want a survey. You didn't have a solid description. So I needed to go deep and wide on two things: description and pitch. Now, I don't know nothing about your treatment, but I know the pitch is going to help in this treatment. Right. We good to go. Now I'm gonna stay in ChatGPT 4. I'm staying Carlos the 4th. Stay there. And this time I'm going to, I only need one more thing. This time I'm going to say, okay, this was amazing. Can I have your phone number? No, I'm joking. I was just joking.
What in the world is going on?
This plan. This is amazing. Now I need 15 out of the box ideas for my older generation and my younger generation contestants to do that have never been seen or heard before. Now I have to come to you, Renee. I have to come to you first. Well,
Okay.
I don't lose my train. I don't lose my train of thought. Hold on, give me a second. I don't want to forget this. Okay. Now, I had to come to you. What are we talking about family friendly? Nickelodeon and the slime coming down, that's very family friendly. Or Gladiator, remember Gladiator? Yeah, remember Gladiator.
Well, American Gladiator.
American Gladiator,
yes.
That's
very
in my
family friendly.
show.
Or the Chinese shows that they walk and they get hit by the big boulder real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Those are fantastically funny.
They are. They really are.
You probably don't. You probably don't. My kids watch anime and stuff, so we've been in Japan and China and all sorts of stuff. They got these shows, and they do these impossible things that just not going to work. They try to run across water and they fall into this mud. It's incredibly funny. It really is. It really is. What are we doing family friendly? Oh, I don't need no details. I need to know what channel does this come on. Is this That's So Raven family friendly? Disney Channel? Is it Nickelodeon slime coming down? Is it Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Dun, 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 dun. All right, you get a Lifeline. It's up to you, because what I put in next is going to absolutely make your fingerprint.
I want the show to be on NBC.
Okay, but you can still put Nickelodeon stuff on NBC. But I get you. Okay, let's start. Let's take that. NBC, what time?
I want it prime time. I want it at least at 8:00 or 8:30.
So now
say NBC or NBC?
I think
NBC, National Broadcasting.
Yeah.
I'm curious
wanted to
why
make
you're
sure.
picking a station. Do you really care? And then and I'm not debating you. I'm just asking you.
Mhm.
And then why prime time? Why not like before? Like think of kids going to bed 7:00. So I'm just throwing stuff out. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying she was really clear NBC, and I'm like, why? Who cares? Even if it was Fox. Well, okay, I didn't say that, but anyway, I'll let y'all figure it out.
And that's
I
the crazy
agree
thing.
with earlier time, because that's when people sit down to eat dinner and they want to watch something funny. They're not getting into their shows, their programs that they just have to watch, but they want to watch something.
I agree with everything everybody's saying. Now, I threw something in slick in your description. I told ChatGPT gaming networks too. I threw that in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm a millennial and I think differently, and I completely bypass TV. And I was thinking about your show being on Twitch and all sorts of. See, I got my own ideas.
Oh, I do have that. Yeah.
Because Twitch might be bigger than TikTok.
Love it.
So I got my own ideas. I just ain't saying that, but just know you can do TV. It could be straight to Netflix. It doesn't matter. And Adonia's right in this case. I'm not going to put like NBC. I'm looking for a genre of family friendly. Because Hallmark is very family friendly, isn't it? But it doesn't mean that Hallmark's not spending every day saying that man is trash.
Okay.
Yeah, don't fool me, ladies. Don't fool me now. Every episode,
all the movies are the same.
Trash, woman, you've been hurt. Okay, except for Christmas.
All of them.
Except for Christmas, and then that man don't know this woman in front of him. He'll learn a little bit. In about 80 minutes, he'll learn, Phil. That
and one of them is going to hurt
life.
the other one, and then they got to come back.
They got to come back. She's going to accept him. and
Yeah.
wrapped up in 80 minutes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right before the end credits.
My point is, Married with Children. Well, Married with Children wasn't so family friendly. Let me take that out. Little House on the Prairie and Matlock are both family friendly. Two different shows.
That's true.
I hate Little House on the Prairie. My mother loved it. Phil, if I tell you,
Yeah, I can't
oh my
stand Little
God,
House on
my
Prairie.
ears and eyes bled.
Blasphemy.
I hated Little House on the Prairie. And then I started liking it. I was like, well, that's actually a solid lesson that just got taught there. Man, that was, but you watch something so long. There you go. Every time Little House came on as a kid, I knew it was time to go outside and play.
I like the theme song, and then that was about it, I think.
Man. But can you see that there's different genres of family friendly? All right, pick one. Or 5.
Nickelodeon, Twitch. I would say.
Do you want Susan busting her stomach laughing and tears coming out her eyes laughing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And do you want to bring in generations and cultures?
I do.
You want people to forget that racism exists?
Racism is never. I do want people to just enjoy it.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. I got it from here. That's all I need to know. I just your fingerprint. Do you understand what I'm saying? This has to be your fingerprint. Watch how I translate that. Never before seen things.
I wanted to add in Universal Studios, like Disney in Orlando.
Yep.
When our kids were little, I took them there for a day. And the first thing we raced to, we were there before the doors opened, and I said, just run, and we ran all the way to the game show where they do live game shows. And we were on it. I got up there, and I don't remember what all we did, but it was a blast. And, I took pictures and all that. And so, I mean, they're looking for things too, Universal Studios. And they do live game shows.
There you go. Okay. There you go. And Disney is, remember though, a bunch of parents late last year got very upset that Disney was bringing
LGBT.
Not even just that. It was Marvel to the platform. Well, that's like, and Disney politely told them, you're gonna shut up and you're gonna deal with it, right? You're gonna deal with it.
Universal's different than Disney. That's why, they have the different type game shows that aren't Disney related. And right now, Disney, that's all the talk of Florida between DeSantis and the executives at Disney. He's trying to take over everything. He really doesn't have the rights, but
I don't understand Republicans and
I don't know why he can't just leave Disney alone,
Yeah, they want small government.
Don't worry, they got him good. Before his board came in, they let the board that was seated at the time change it and set it in place where he couldn't do anything for another so many years. So they're stuck with a new board that doesn't have any authority to do anything. So I think they're set to like 2026 or something, or somewhere in there. So they got him back. They outsmarted him.
Yep, makes sense. Okay, I've been typing while I was in the background. And my point of my comment was that Disney brought in another version of family friendly and people protested against it. That was my point. All right. These ideas need to make the competitors compete with one another, as well as work with one another. to, oh, nope. And which 100% of the time invokes laughter throughout the audience, throughout the in-studio audience, and television audience. The show also needs to have an international appeal as well. Secondly, I will need 15 out of the box, never before seen ideas to make the in-studio audience participate in, you still give me permission to do me, right? Is that?
Yes. Yes.
Outstanding. Studio audience and studio audience participate in shaping the outcome of the game show in funny and subtle ways, and also give bonuses of some sorts or competitive advantages of some sorts when our contestants need them the most. And thirdly, I have a unique idea in getting the television audience to participate in shaping the outcome of our game show. But most importantly, with every episode, our audience gets to become virtual contestants and play for home prizes that the studio will send in the mail. I need to accomplish two things with our television audience. First, I need the older generation watching at home and the younger generation watching at home to watch the show together and bring the households together in love and laughter while competing in the very game they are watching. Secondly, they will not be competing for nothing. They will actually be able to be a contestant as well. And when small game prizes and have fun along the way per episode. Your task is to give me 3 different sets of 15 ideas. A set of 15 for one, 2, 3. Okay. Let's call this section 1, which will need 15 unique and out of the box ideas. Bam. Boom. Let's call this section 2, which will need complete second ideas. Bam. Let's call this section 3, which will compete for our section ideas. Copy and paste this. Your task is to give me a set of 15 for section for all 3 of these sections marked above. One, 2, 3. Did everybody catch everything I did? Because I did not explain myself. Did y'all catch that? Did you catch it?
Yes.
Okay. So all this is a prompt, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna create suspense and just let that play without y'all.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair, sir.
I am a suspense and thriller writer. There is the prompt right there. There's the prompt right there in the chat.
Smarty pants.
Yes, you know what? I came here to bless and also create suspense. This is entertainment. This is entertainment. You don't hold people for 2 hours and be boring. This is entertainment. This is TV entertainment. For those of you that's listening to audio later today, which we got pretty good about giving it to y'all pretty fast. Thank you. Thanks. Y'all clap for Deanna for that. You know, she getting that to you pretty fast. She loves the uploading. Yes. Loves the uploading. So this is happening right now. And what I did was I went and labeled each section. But what I also did, because I was just listening to you, this isn't me putting my fingerprint on this. This is you. I just listened to you. You wanted audience participation. All right, then. Audience participation, but you didn't think about TV audience participation. I did. And I didn't want to be like, you know, like Dora the Explorer. Can you see where the puzzle is? You know, I didn't want to just be that. Can you see it? That's right. It's right there. Right.
And it pauses. It feels like forever.
You're not helping me, Antonio. You're cracking me up.
But if I tell y'all that my kids, all 3 of them was like, yeah, right there. It's right there. Like, for real though. Like, absolutely for real. Absolutely for real with it. But your audience should be able to compete and actually win prizes. Do I got some ideas about that? Sure, but I don't want my ideas. I want Carlos the 4th ideas. I want my ideas. My ideas are stupid. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at this. This is beautiful.
Look at this.
This is beautiful. I know. It's suspense. I am creating suspense.
Can you see it? I can't see it, sir.
You can. I know you can. This is suspense. I'm creating suspense. Continue from where you stop. Notice that I asked for outside the box, never before seen, and this was pretty good. And I also went back, Chef J, and I labeled each section. You heard me, you saw me count. Now, well, you know what? Section 1, let's call it section 2. Let's call it section 3. Did y'all see that? Now you don't need ChatGPT 4 for anything else. Now you can go to ChatGPT 3.5 or 3 or whatever that y'all using. Don't need it for anything else. I knew we was getting ready to do something so complex that we needed strong reasoning. All right, y'all ready for this? All right, look at this here.
I'm ready.
Okay. Team unique.
Come on, back in my day.
Back in my day.
I've officially reached that age where I can actually say that.
Yeah. Back in my day, contestants must guess which decade a popular slang term originated from while trying to use it in a sentence.
That is good. That is good. Okay.
Adelia, this is already different from the TV show now.
Listen, if that is not a game show, that can be, you know, those card games. What's it called? Black Card Revoked or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Adelia.
No, I'm just saying I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It says so much and so little at the same time.
So much. Fashion frenzy. Teams must correctly identify clothes items and accessories from different decades and dress each other accordingly. Can you imagine the little baby dressing Susan 1980 shoulder pads that y'all used to wear? Ladies, all y'all are guilty. All of y'all
Don't
are
forget
guilty.
the leg warmers.
All of y'all are guilty.
Guess what? The shoulder pads are coming back in. So all the new line that's coming in, they showed it on the runway.
Oh, that is too funny. That's coming back. The shoulder pads and the big hair.
I like the big hair. That was fun.
That was nice. It was nice. For real. It was nice. Look, fashion free dance off through time. Contestants perform iconic dance moves from various decades.
Nice.
Yes. Come on now.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine
mashed potato
73-year-old grandmother?
I'm like, oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Doing the stanky leg.
And then get all the kids to try to do the butterfly. That's why everyone in my generation got bad knees now. Because of the butterfly and the percolator.
Had Trinae's mom up there. Give me that donkey butt and them big old legs. I ain't too, just that's man.
Doing the twist and shout.
Oh yeah. Doing the twist.
Oh, I like that one, Antonio. The emoji stories.
Yep. Historic headlines. Teams must arrange newspaper headlines in chronological order. Emoji stories. Older contestants describe an event from the past using only emojis. TV tune trivia must hum and whistle. Retro recipe revamp. Hey, this is it.
This is good.
I have created a masterpiece.
Awesome. Yeah, I like them
apps. Now this is dope. Look, decade debate, time capsule chat, vintage vacation, generational gifts, and you got, and there's so many. You can't do all 15 in the 30-minute period. So each episode can have some freshness because you can randomly do these things. And you can go to ChatGPT, copy and paste. Say, can you give me 15 more unique and out-of-the-box ideas like this? Now you got 30. Now you have a whole season that never repeats. So every episode, someone is always looking for something different. So I'm gonna blow this up a little bit for y'all. Every episode, somebody's always looking for something different. Now, this is unique ideas for the studio audience to participate in. Audience applause meter. Okay. The meter determines the winner of a challenge. Decade decoder. The audience provides hints to contestants to help them identify the decade. Audience Q&A. Audience submit questions related to specific decades for contestants to answer. Flash mob frenzy. The audience breaks into a choreographed flash mob and contestants must guess the dance of the decade. That is fire. That is fire. And flash mobs are coming back to you, by the way. That is fire. Helping hand. The audience votes on which contestants deserve the competitive advantage in the next challenge. Audience karaoke. The audience sings a song from a specific decade and contestants must guess the year it was released. Catchphrase countdown. The audience suggests phrases for the contestants to act out in game of charades. Audience Choice Awards. The audience votes on their favorite contestant performances or creations throughout the show. That's good. All this is good. All this is good. Props to the people. The audience chooses which props contestants must incorporate into a challenge. So now you're very different now. Now the show is no longer about the host. The show is about the audience. That's fire. That's one of the things that made Making a Millionaire Who Wants to Be a Millionaire so unique, because you got to phone a friend outside the show. So it stopped being a show. It stopped being real life then. It was no longer a TV show. It was no longer a TV show. It was real life. It was real life. Good
They do
stuff.
that on Cash Cam.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they do that on Cash Cam.
That's right.
You know,
Yep.
one game show we haven't mentioned,
What's that?
but the points don't matter.
Is that the name of the show? Points don't matter?
I'm saying, who knows the show?
Oh
gave you
yeah,
the tag.
whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, it's a game
Whose
show. that they
line
play,
is it anyway?
but the
Yep.
points don't matter.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I always liked that one where they did the scenes from ahead. That was my favorite one.
Mm-hmm. I like Howie Mandel in the Pick in the Box one. What was that called?
That's the most stupidest show on TV.
That was just so with the briefcase. With the briefcase, I think that's what it was.
Yes.
That is just
Oh,
stupid.
So we
Deal or
won't
no
use
deal?
that show.
That's it.
Deal or no deal?
Oh, that was my laugh of the day, Phil. That was great. That's the bottom. Look, virtual trivia challenge. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the section to where the home audience can participate in your show.
Nice.
TV viewers participate in a live online trivia game while watching the show, with winners receiving prizes. Game changer. Game changer. Game changer. Time Warp Tandem app. Does your show have an app now? Now, I bet you when you pitch this, I bet you when you put this in your temp deck, Time Warp, Tandem. I don't know why I can't get this thing.
Treatment, dear. Treatment.
If you put in your treatment all 3 sets of these 15 ideas, I bet your show is worthy of a second look. Bet you it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who just had an app? Who just created an app?
Yep.
You know who did?
Who did?
Jeopardy.
For real?
Jeopardy now has an app.
Okay. Hide somebody young and say, yeah, I need an app. You know you need an app, right? A companion app allows viewers to participate in challenging trivias, earning points for redeemable prizes. Social media moments. Viewers share their favorite moments from the show on social media, and the most liked post receives prizes. Come on, man. Watch and win. During each episode, viewers can enter a code displayed on the screen for a chance to win a prize. Family face-off. Viewers submit video. Oh, this is already good. Viewers submit videos of their families participating in the show, inspired challenges for a chance to be featured on air and win prizes.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, that immediately reminded me of Bob Saget. America's Home Funniest Video.
America's Funniest Home Videos. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That show lasted for like 50 years. May he rest in peace.
Does it still come on?
Yeah, it does.
I thought so.
Yeah. Because they got the one that's on now is with Alfonso Ribeiro, I think.
I think so.
Okay, that was actually a pretty solid replacement. Viewer voting, spot the difference, Time Warp Tandem trivia, fan art contest. That's big on Instagram right now. Virtual scavenger hunt. Viewers search for hidden clues or items in each episode. Now you got people paying attention. I wrote my entire Cities of Celeria 50-something book series. Is like it has this in there. Winners receive theme merchandise, TV tune challenge, creator challenge. People can create their own challenge, television time capsule. So I'm assuming you want this, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, now you can go on your own. And now let's get all this, but let's start with Adonia first, as she's got to go to work, but she also has inside information about the show itself. Because at first you were like, oh man, I didn't know I want to handle one like that. And now that's not even the case anymore. Adonia, you mind giving us some feedback?
This one we're talking about right now.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, just all the things that just happened.
I mean, it's almost hard to choose. That's how many options there are. I don't know if there's all of them are good. I mean, I really like all of them. I like the home viewer participation. I thought the first thing I thought about, there's an app in there as well. I like all of them. I really like all of them.
Yeah, me too.
Which is a good problem to have. It's a great problem to have, actually.
Right. And I'm with Adonia. I hope you don't. I hope you use all of them. I truly hope you use all of them and make your show, make almost every episode fresh. Yeah, for sure. Anybody else want to give her supportive feedback?
I think it's awesome. And then you can also, like, I think you should do them all, but also think about a board game too.
That's a unique idea I didn't see coming.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, when you posted that.
That's a unique idea I didn't see coming. For sure.
One thing she could do. Well, it's just so much. It's so many because each episode could be different. In other words, they pick a card and that's going to tell them what game they play or something. Right. It could be a combination of 4 options, 5 options, 3 options. So every, like you said, every evening or every episode is different. It's unique. So it's multiple game shows. I don't know. It's so many options. There's a lot of choices there.
I completely agree. 2 things I want to say here. Now, oh no. Go ahead, Grace.
Has anybody seen that show? It's on NBC. I cannot remember. Jimmy Fallon. It's called That's My Jam.
But I know it. I think I've seen it on. I've seen clips. I think I've seen on.
That's not no accident. I did.
So all of those, is it 51 choices you got, or however many choices you got? There is a section in That's My Jam where he has a mic and it's like a slot machine thing, and it does it, and then it just rolls and it picks certain things. So you could do that at the beginning of the game, have one of the kids, have one of the seniors. Hey, press this button so we can see what we're going to do today on this episode.
So I've seen a bunch of YouTube clips off of that. Yeah, I've never seen the show, but it's YouTube is filled with like Jamie Foxx and Taylor Swift doing stuff. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I'm with Adonia and Grace on this. Now, I didn't write this particular prompt for you to choose. Now, you've grown. You can do what you want, but that's not how I worded it. I worded it, give me these ideas. I plan to keep them. That's why I put 3 sets. I didn't ask repeat. I specifically said I need 3 sets of ideas because my idea was, if you don't want to be like this show, because when Deanna showed me the 10 episodes, my idea was, well, that's 10 episodes. All 10 episodes are different, but the same. Every time somebody watches it, they don't know what to expect. That keeps people going. That's suspense. Like how I irritated y'all, I made you wait for it to populate before it popped up. Now you was like, man, I got to see it though. Now I need you to get, this is because we're wrapping this up. AI just took her from, well, I know what I want to do, but so you have your brand new unique show, pitchable, 45 different things that nobody else has. It's in your email too. Everything's in your email, by the way. Did you get your email? It's in your email. It's all in your email.
Yes, I have got it.
Are you pleased?
I am very well, very, very much, because I like all the ideas and I'm going to use every last one because I want everything to continue to be new, and then to come up with some other ideas because I want to keep it interesting. And I like when I know I'm gonna watch something and I don't know what to expect for that particular episode. So yeah, I definitely like them, and I'm definitely gonna use them.
I'll tell you
And I'm
this,
gonna make
Deanna.
my treatment to reflect everything that of this. So thank you so much.
Treatment. No, thank you.
What does a future host have to say? His input.
Jerome was hosting this?
Yeah,
That's right.
He's
This is right up your alley.
Yeah,
I've
he's
been
hosting.
here listening.
Just curious.
I've been listening. And all I said was to myself was, with all these varieties, cha-ching. I need some more money. Hello, and that can be fun. Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Phil.
I don't add even more to it, but the game shows we don't think it's game shows. American Idol, The Voice, The Masked Singer, those are all game shows, but you don't think of them as game shows.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. The Masked Singer, I got into the lady who just won. That was on the.
Who just won?
Well, I mean, she just won like 2 months ago.
Okay.
She was on Glee.
Yes.
She was the harp. She was the harp. She was the harp. She was the harp.
Yes.
She was the harp. And Monique kept watching. I was like, this lady is incredible. And she was watching it. And I watched basically I'm sitting here programming. And I'm like, that looks interesting.
Do you know who won the first season? Do you know who won the first season? T-Pain.
Yeah, that's fair. He can actually sing.
Yeah.
He can actually sing.
I didn't even know that.
Very well. No, he sings. He sounds melodic for sure. So I want to do 1, 2, 3 things. Deanna, this inspired me. If you don't mind, if you and Grace consider me and pull out all y'all 0.01 documents, because we were doing that before AI. And we built all 50 something. That was before AI. And what slowed us down was trying to build all those challenges. We ain't gonna do that now. All we gotta do is copy and paste. Say, can you give me another 45? We get all the community cards. Both of y'all still got one of y'all got the official. Somebody got it. So just get together, please. I'd like to do that today if you don't mind. That would make me so happy. That would make me so happy. You get your edibles and your Cheetos or whatever you need, but I'm gonna need that. I sure appreciate you since we was doing it. That's one. Let me erase that from a little memory here. Now I'm different, Renee. I'm not telling you I'm right. I'm just telling you I don't think in the way that anybody else has thought so far. Phil is pretty close to my level of thinking when he was saying game shows is not a game show. Because you know where I watch my game shows now, which just doesn't make sense. Netflix. And I'm not telling you to go to Netflix. I am telling you that there are game shows. Howie Mandel has a good one. And this actually is a good one. It's this time. It is a show called, I'm going to show you. I don't even know if you can be able to hear it. It's a show called, this is Today's Alley.
You understand?
What's that show called today?
You understand this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me about all the knowledge that you have acquired through this education.
No, it's not.
You don't need knowledge in this game. I'm about to ask you a series of trivia questions.
Can you see the name of the show?
If you know the correct answer, you will win the money and move on to the next question and get closer to $1 million.
So you win by completely BSing. If you don't know the answer, your job is to act like you know, and then you have to convince the audience that you know the answer. And you give this bold, flat out like Deanna was so good because she's such a great BSer. She's so good. we watched all 10 episodes together. So you can also pitch your show to Netflix, and Netflix is absolutely they have, and I'll show you. There's another one. It's in my list, and this Phil hit the nail on the head when he said this. Netflix has, I'll show you. this whole section of shows to where they're interactive. This whole section of shows are interactive. Like, we watched this one, and you realize it was this many. This means the audience determines what happens next in the show. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You push. I don't even know if it's gonna play. I have no idea. You click this. Can y'all see this? Is this?
Sure that this life-saving medicine reaches that village.
Yes.
Look.
I need your help more than ever. So if you want to continue this mission and help me deliver that medicine to the village, choose next episode. But
See?
if you
So
want
we're
to
gonna
start over,
replay because we messed up. If you mess up, option replay. I'm gonna show y'all something. Just to pause quick, what made me think about audience participation was this Netflix thing. Listen. We're gonna just watch this. We have to make a choice. And we're done.
I'm Bear Grylls, and you're about to join me on an important mission. Your choices will be the difference between
it's not gonna show you any video
and failure. Below me is one
because
of the wildest.
Netflix is smart and they got the blocker on. Not gonna show you the video. You get so far, and then there's a leopard that comes at them. Do you choose to run? Do you choose to fight, or something else? And the options come on the screen, and they do all three. They do all three. The options come on the screen. They do all three, and you get to interact. So maybe your show is built interactively like that. I don't know, and I'm not telling you to do so. But what I just did was stretch your brain. Be not afraid to pitch your show to USBC, QIA, LBGT, and all them networks. And then go to Hulu. And then go to Netflix. While you want to be on ABC, God may have for you NBC. I don't know. That ain't my business. Which brings me now to the last thing that I want to do. There's this guy named Peter. And his best friend needed him. And Peter could do something about it. But he pretended not to know his best friend. 3 times. Hurt Peter's feelings. That was day 1. 3 days later, Peter is hiding in a room with 10 of his other friends. One of the other friends took their life because he felt bad. And Peter was like, nah, can't do it. Lady came to Peter and said, hey, our dream came back true. Whatever. I'm for real. Peter ran. Got to the rock, rolled it away. It was already rolled away, Grace. Oh my God. She wouldn't lie. John was a little faster, so he got there a little quick. He's a little younger. That was day 3. Bunch of days passed. And on day 50, this loser who let his friend down changed the world. Okay. Y'all lives can change in 50 days. Jerome, in Jerome's case, this is last chapter of John, flip, 1-page flip, and Peter's a hero. Do it again. Flip, and Peter's a hero. Renee, I strongly believe your page has been flipped this morning. You didn't know what you was going to do, but you knew what you was going to do. And I believe this spring, which means new harvest, after Mercury retrograde and tore everybody up last year, I believe this spring is a new harvest, and I believe you are part of that new harvest. Now, stick with your husband, stick with Phil. As soon as your sabotager come in, call Phil and Susan. Don't call me. Don't call me. Call Phil and Susan. Just make sure, Philly Susan gets some producer credits on the show. You understand what I'm saying? You know, put a little producer credits. You understand? They don't mind 1%. A couple of million. They ain't tripping. They're not tripping at all. They're not tripping at all. They don't mind Hollywood careers. Being Hollywood consultants. They don't mind at all. I truly believe that in 2 hours and 6 minutes, you were brave enough to volunteer. And there's no way I just cannot see how this well thought out with 45 ideas won't get a second look. I can't promise you're going to get signed, but that looks like it should be taken seriously. TV shows are TV shows, but I know Netflix will pick that up. They ain't got nothing to lose. If your show don't work, it's okay. They still keep their subscriptions. If it worked, they'll renew you for season 2. But I promise you, today was your day. And do not let this be some class. You let it be the day God showed up just for you. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, when you're doing research for producers, don't think of networks, think of producers like Mark Burnett. Who's the guy? Brian Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Do your research on what are the producers of the shows, and that's who you pitch first. Because if you have a major producer and you take that to the network, they're going to be more quick to say yes to you than if you just go to the network and you don't have anybody who's done it before.
There you go. And Mark Burnett is Survivor and every other popular show that ever happened on TV. He's like the Apostle Paul, all of them.
Trump wouldn't have been president if it wasn't for Mark Burnett.
Oh my God,
because
you're
he had
right.
The Apprentice is what gave him the audience that Trump wouldn't be president if it wasn't for Mark Burnett.
Yep. Interesting.
Antonio,
Yes,
you know
ma'am.
what's so brilliant and so great about this whole experience today? The seed was actually planted by Deanna. She just had this, and just kind of just threw it out. The fact that Renee caught it and then actually did something about it, I'm proud of her, because we all heard it. We all, oh, that's a good idea, good idea, good idea. Good ideas are only ideas until you take the next step. Renee took the step. So that's what I'm humbled by. I'm proud of her by. Deanna threw it out. She took the seed, got the fertilizer, dug the hole, started the water, and look what just happened. So I'm appreciative I got to witness it. I'm happy that though I don't like you that much, I'm so happy that you are the leader that you are, because I think the lesson is not just the product. The lesson is this experience. Every one of us, I think, should walk away a little bit different, a little bit stronger, a little bit more faithful, because what you did was amazing. And I'm impressed, and I hate to tell you that, but you all right. You are all right.
My head got just a little bigger. I ain't gonna let you know what I'm saying. Maybe 13 miles bigger. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Go ahead, Phil.
You like me and Susan, though, don't you?
Oh,
love you.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
There's a
They
new
don't have a
game
big
show
head.
called Split Second. It's on the Game Show Network. It's at 7:30. It's the same host that does America Says. So that's a brand new one. So that's where you can do some research to find out some producers' names that you want to approach. So it's a brand new one on the Game Show Network at 7:30. And there's another one at 7 called. There's a bunch of game shows out there. I never realized how many there was until this morning, and I watch most of them. I just realized that.
That makes sense. I mean, they keep your vibration high. They're very good.
Well, you learn stuff.
Absolutely.
You learn stuff. I mean,
Absolutely.
Jeopardy, and another thing about Jeopardy, I can't tell you how many guys when they ask them, "How did you get into it?" I watched it with my grandparents. I would watch it with my grandparents. How many of the current contestants say they've been into Jeopardy since they were little?
Wow.
I had a next door neighbor that was a winner on it. And also my good friend that I went to high school was the first Jeopardy winner ever. So whenever they do anything, they always have him. You know, whenever they do any anniversaries and so forth. So I love Jeopardy too. You know, Jay Leno, you know, I had my little experience with Jay Leno when I was in Hollywood, but he now is ending his show that he does live every day, or I don't know how often in Hollywood, it's once a week, I guess, but he's now ending that. So he might want to do something. You never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
Check with
Never
Jay
know.
Leno.
Yeah, check with Jay Leno. Yes, ma'am.
He's a
You were
regular guy.
looking just like your mom just a little while ago after Mr. Field was speaking. I should have did a screenshot of that if I wasn't on my computer.
You sure should have.
Wow, that was
Sure should
amazing.
have.
Did
I
anyone
sure
else see
appreciate
that?
it. So I appreciate you. You know, when she is here, I realize how much like DNA is strong, y'all. I don't know if y'all know about it. It's strong.
Yes.
I didn't just look like it. I got everybody in my family 6 feet. Like 6 feet is short. I'm 5'7" because she's 5 foot. You know, she's every bit of that. And I act just like her. I act just like her. Lord have mercy. Just
Antonio?
like her. Yes, ma'am. Oh yeah, I got one more thing to say to you too.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
You good? No,
I wanted to
I'm
say
into that.
thank you to everybody for because I've been making some notes and stuff. And it's funny because when Deanna was talking about it, and I just was like, that's a really good idea. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I said on Crazy Weird News one day that the universe rewards speed.
That's a fact.
And so I was talking about it just a few days ago, and I locked myself in my creative room and I went and I was like, yeah, I got it done. But I'm just excited because I still got a lot of work to do, but I really appreciate everybody's support and stuff. I really do, because everything you guys are saying, I'm writing it down or I'm putting it into my mental Rolodex so I can be like, okay, all right, because it's really helping me. And so I just wanted to say thanks to everybody.
So I have two things to say, one to you and one to everybody else. And what I say to you is Adonia made me realize this when she was saying it's the experience. She's right. She's right. She's right. And big head, big ego aside, I don't know too many places in which you could have got that experience. I don't know. I don't know people who, and here's the deal. These people love you so much and love the experience so much, they stayed. Their input was valuable. Their presence was powerful. It kept the energy going. They stayed. Everybody back hurt. Everybody got a peek. And they stayed. Y'all know how it is. We over 30 now at this point. At this point, we did all of us done went, you understand. Everybody back here, everybody got a peek. And we stayed because of the experience. And Adonia is spot on about that, because she's spot on, because when Deanna mentioned it, I remember what I was doing. I remember halfway paying attention. I remember Susan saying something like, oh, well, you can do this. And I remember going, oh, yeah, that would make Susan sense. Susan is an empath. She would say something like that. I was messing with my headphones. My locks was in my headphones. So I missed all the idea. No, I'm telling you. See, when the breakthrough came, that breakthrough was for everybody. But me, multitasked. That's why I be trying to tell y'all. So I missed it. No, she's gonna become a billionaire after this. I missed it. Multi-pass. Yeah, they talking. This is a good time. I literally said, oh, they talking. This is a good time for me to fix this. And then let me check the next thing I'm gonna do real quick. And I multitasked.
Antonio.
I did. Look, so they say
goodness.
she was, I know, right?
Well, at least you confessed.
I confess.
You know what I say about this whole thing? It's been a spiritual experience. Amen. I mean, my insides are I'm just quivering all over from the spiritual experience of it all.
Renee, this is going to work. I'm telling you. I have no doubt about it. Yes, sir.
I am grateful
to
you had a phone call, but I had to jump off. I'm grateful for you and this family. I told her to run and jump on it. Now it's time for breakfast. So I waited for breakfast to get this blessing.
Well, I know that's right, sir. So we in right
And
now.
he is hungry.
Because you got to feed that man now.
Yes, and
man.
and sometimes I'll be the one that is multitasking because I'm doing something for Jay or I'm doing. But I'm grateful that that day I was just like, I was like, I'm a writer. I was like,
I actually thought you was going to say no today because you was taking care of him. I actually thought you was, and I heard him say, "No, baby, go." And this is why it's important to pick a proper mate. Grace, time me for 90 seconds. 90 seconds. If I tell y'all, multitasking is deadly. It really is.
I'm multitasking most of the time. And yeah, I'm guilty, but I tell you what, I am listening. I am here and I'm on it regardless.
It makes sense now that Deanna said something. Thanks for Dorian pointing out. The experience, everybody feeling it. Everybody feel like this is going to work. One person caught God's gold. One person stood under the window and let the blessing pour down and plant them a blessing that they won't have room enough to receive. I just got chills. Because everybody else wasn't you. I truly, truly, truly believe that our time is here. And I want to end this call because I woke up this morning, Deanna, and I need you to confess. Unmute your mic real quick. I said to Deanna, I said, there's something I need you to do for me. Tell them what I need you to do for me. I'm jogging memory. Do you remember? Hurry up, I got 90 seconds.
You needed me to, just in case your sabotager kicked in.
It is.
Because I was going to say something after the call. So
say it now. Confess now. Let them know how transparent I was this morning.
So today, like everything has been completed as far as the programmers in, as far as the server goes. So today, Antonio is supposed to put the game to the server. The issue he been having has been fixed. The issue he been telling all y'all, that issue has been fixed. So now it's
on me.
Right.
It's on me. And I'm gonna go look good, Jerome, but terrible. Keep going.
And he told me, he was like, sabotage is gonna kick in because this is the day. Like, this is the day. I've been talking it up. Now I gotta move. I gotta do it. So when you said you would like to work on 0.01 today, in my brain, I'm like, but you said this was the day. So is that your sabotager kicking in, or is that the source telling you, hey, let's do this instead of that?
I'm gonna tell you it's neither. I'm gonna tell you you're supposed to say you can do 0.01 when you finish. No, when you finish, that's your reward.
Finish.
Okay.
That's what you say.
That popped in my head. I'm like, is he sabotaging? That's why he wanted to do 0.01? Is this when I say something, or is this when I just be like, okay, we're gonna do what you say? But then in my head, something just kept clicking on me. No, he said he wanted to finish that today. So we can do 0.01 after you finish.
We treating this like we treating this like him saying, "Give me a Reese's peanut butter cup," and we say no.
Right, and the deal is, I called. Okay. I mean, I spoke to her this morning, right in her face. Hey, I'm going to sabotage today.
He did. He really did. He did.
So I need you to get that your leader, your mentor, whatever the hell you call me, Renee, is a sabotager, and like attracts like. So if you think for 1 second that I don't think you're gonna disconnect from this phone and talk yourself out of pitching this stuff, you don't know me. I know you're gonna use Prophet Jerry as an excuse not to pitch this. I know you are. Don't do that. You can do so much more for him as a billionaire than you can where you are. And both of y'all been praying to move out that house, but y'all been praying to downgrade. Time warp matrix, or whatever this is called,
upgrade
is an upgrade. So yes, you're right. You was in y'all. You did receive God was gonna move y'all out so you can afford it. You just didn't think about affording it as a billionaire. That goes for everybody.
Watch it.
Can I say one thing to Miss Deanna?
Yes, ma'am. Quickly.
Miss Deanna, the morning that you made that statement, you dropped a seed and you were so serious when you just kept repeating. I really wish someone would create a game, do a game show. And you said it, and you said it in this motherly voice. It's like you call me Auntie Shelley, but you had that motherly voice, and it still is in my head watching you on the screen, on the screen when you were saying it, and you were really serious. And I guess the sabotage in my mind kicked in. It's like she really wants someone to do a game show, and she's really confident that it can be done. And look at what has happened already.
There you go.
The seed dropped into good ground, and it will bring forth fruit after its own kind.
All right, my friends, be respectful of your time. It is Friday. Friday, we had a very, very spiritual experience. Trinace did not call in because she did not feel good. That's what she said. That's what her brain said. Big Hurst said, girl, something gonna happen. We already been here before. You need to be on that call. This is what it is. Chef Jay normally kick off at 10 o'clock. I don't know what made her stay for an extra 22 minutes. Adonia, y'all know Adonia got 15 battles to fight with one arm.
Before she gets to the office.
Before she gets to the office.
And then
but they all from the office, though. They all office battles. She ain't got no drama in her life. All her drama come from the job. All of it. It all come from the job. My friends, I truly believe that this group of people is our time. I'm not saying that because I'm saying it. I don't know why I'm saying it. I just have this. It's more than a feeling. It is, I don't know, it's powerful. It happens now. The struggle is over. We're done with all that. Everybody here is a millionaire, and I'm not speaking that into existence. I'm saying don't sabotage and work on what you've been working on. Stop multitasking. Stay present where your feet are, because it's the only thing that's going to ever make you a millionaire. Being present. Stay present where your feet are. Okay? And get that done. Grace, do me a favor. Every single thing about Rhino Leg, email to Melissa right now, because I forgot to do it to her yesterday. And if I tell you, I know you're going to do it. And in the office now, didn't even get in the door. Good. God, we come to you right now, closing this out in prayer, because I believe something happened today, and I believe something happened very well, and I believe you are the wellness, and we are your well you're drawing from. Every single person listening to us right now is going to move into their purpose. We're going to stop having options. God, right now, give us the strength to focus on one thing. If that thing is wrong, your Holy Spirit would move us into another. Give us the ability not to quit. When the opposite shows up, give us the ability not to be offended. When our friends let us down, give us the ability not to even notice, because it is our time. We have struggled long enough. We've given work for free long enough. We've showed up on Monday nights teaching as the humor consultants long enough. We've taken notes for Antonio long enough. We've been a support system for Antonio long enough. Now we come to the throne boldly, asking for the return of our unpaid energy. We ask, we declare, we expect and declare that we've put so much into this. You owe us so we can give you glory. Because without that, we can't show the power that is you. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. You can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you all so much. Love you, everybody.
Yes. Love you
Love you
more.
more. Thank you.
Amen.
All right,
Watch it,
y'all.
Bishop.
Y'all have a good one.